kept crying as Soko carried me, his arms surprisingly steady, almost comforting. I could feel the sympathetic stares of his gang, people I didn't know, yet they seemed to understand my brokenness. My sobs eventually gave way to exhaustion, and I drifted off, my tears soaking into his coat. When I woke, it felt like being dropped back into reality. Except this reality was a nightmare. Soko had brought me back to the last drop. Vander's bar, my home. Only it wasn't home anymore. My eyes wandered the room, landing on Vi's bed, Milo's cluttered corner, Flagger's spot, where his stupid gadgets always spilled over, their belongings in the whimsical makeshift decorations we'd crafted from scrap metal and colored paper. It all mocked me, taunting reminders of a life I'd shattered. The silence in the room was suffocating. I pulled my knees up on my bed, clutching the stuffed bunny Vi gave me years ago. Its fur was threadbare from all the times I hugged it too hard. I stared ahead, my mind blank, my heart numb. Then, two soft knocks at the door broke the stillness. I didn't want to talk, didn't want to feel. I turned to the wall, letting my head rest on the pillow. The bunny pressed against my chest. The door creaked open, and I heard footsteps, calm, measured. Someone sat at the edge of my bed. I glanced over and saw Soko. Of course, it was him. My gaze flicked back to the wall. Do you want to talk about what happened in the warehouse? He asked, his voice steady and calm. I froze. Talk about it? How could I even begin to talk about it? The explosion, the screams, Vi walking away, the blood. Milo and Clagor's lifeless bodies. I shook my head, pulling the blanket higher until it covered me completely. Like maybe it could shield me from his questions. Soko sighed, the sound soft and almost understanding. I peeked over the edge of the blanket. His mismatched eyes met mine, filled with something I didn't expect. Sympathy. If you're not ready to talk, I understand, he said gently, setting something on the bed beside me. A notebook. Hot pink, brand new, the kind of color Vi used to tease me for loving. A yellow pencil rested beside its spiral binding. For your thoughts, he added simply, standing and turning to leave. I stared at the notebook long after the door closed behind him. For the first time in what felt like forever, the numbness cracked. Just a little.